Hey everybody, welcome back for a very strange day in which nothing is really wrong. It's like I looked around like I usually do, and everything is going pretty well right now. It is decoration day. This is day 240 of the North Factory, and as is our tradition, we fill in all our decoration spots on this day. Oh, we really have to get radar down there. So I guess we do that first, huh? Here, let's go see here. No logistics for this. And then we'll get to our chores. But right now, it's time for decorations. We need a box for our worldly possessions. Into the box, but not the energy drink and not our faithful servitors. What we will do, we will go see how we are doing here. This is actually quite a lot. I feel like I should make more. Like I should always be making more on decoration day. If not for today, for tomorrow. There. Let's just use my hands appropriately, right? Decorations are stuck over here. So let's click this a bunch of times. Click that a bunch of times. Not really having a plan here. Just about 50 each. Which is assuredly too much, right? He tells himself, full of life and optimism at the beginning of this new day. There we go. About 50 each. And that'll cycle out. All right, so let's slap these guys down. And I think we had decided that this was our new method. So we got to get this entire area over here. So let's just grab an area like this. Make ourselves a blueprint. And we mess with that blueprint. And we get rid of everything that isn't a logo. And there happens to be a lot of that, unfortunately. And there are 9 logos for the 9 major Pi mods. And this should be it, right? Those are the 9 mods. And if I just zero out everybody else, that means we're going to end up with a blueprint just of stuff. Randomly selected, kinda, for today, sorta. Alright. And then the goal is to line it up properly. To not create a mass incident. Not just an incident, a mass incident. There is a difference to the horror of everyone. There we go. Put that down. And then we need a few more up here, right? Put that down. And maybe this won't cause problems. It will certainly cause problems faster than doing it by hand. And there's a certain advantage to that, I think. If you're going to cause problems, at least cause them really fast so you can get through them as efficiently as possible. Here's another area. And I'm politely putting things down right now. I'm not force putting things down, so it's not going to overwrite anything. Just going to put things in the gaps, right? And the logos will be logofied. I don't think we did anything over here in the last many days. The machine shop needs to be decorated. One must have fancy machines. And right there, that lines up. Then we put in cridrins. It's very dependent on the ends of this sample I took. Like that's too, okay, we need a smaller tool right now. And then after that, we need a smaller tool still. So let's grab these guys. I think 3 wide is what we're going to need right there. 3 wide and a little bit of chonk on it. And then with a smaller tool, we do it again. I really should be saving these, right? But that would imply I remembered what I did, which is such Such optimism that can only come from a new viewer. Oh, it'd be so wonderful if someone suggested that. Why don't you just do it intelligently, and then next time do it like that again? It's like, oh, that's so sad. Unfortunately, I can do this, but it's just, it is a little, oh, that's bad. No, that's all right. It only looks blue. All right. And do I actually have something out in the distance? No, it's red. It's good. It's all right. Put that there. Stick this right there. And there's a few others right here, so you will be right there as well. And the unused muckmoo area. Muckmoo is simply too expensive. And the reason I built this is right here. And now, I think we're done, right? I think we hit all the areas. Or at least we went around the edge of the factory. There's nothing down here and nothing over there. The machine shop, the medical wing, and then little bits off agriculture I did. Okay. I think we're ready. And what tools did I have in my inventory for this? I only had a couple, but these are bigger. Oh. I had quite a few, actually. I should have thought, huh? Ah, well. Maybe we'll do that next time, but I think we all understand that's not going to happen. All right. Time to go distribute. And we'll go from 6 o'clock all the way over to 7 o'clock. That's my goal. We just run around as the distribution ferry. Maybe I'll also do radar on this. It's a good time to also do radar, don't you think? And that will be our other chore for the day. Oh no, stuck. Stuck without grenades. Alright. Did I, in fact, catch them all? Yes. And now over there. Let's go. Everybody in the bus. Bam. And then we just take a nice trip around the factory, distributing all these materials. And then we get to the work of the day. And there really isn't that many chores to do, which, you know, it won't be... Oh, problems. Pretty sure that can just come down, right? Yeah. And it left us without a proper logo. I think that's right? Just kind of eyeballed it. I really should have picked up all this stuff. All these pipes. They're going to curse me for a long time. Ah, well. Kind of deserve it. All that. Yes. Fly, my pretties. Fly. Just kind of have to appear vaguely close to a problem. I should probably... What is there to talk about? A person in the comments asked me for a follow-up on the mold situation in the basement. Like I said, it wasn't a big problem. The immediate problem was addressed by the removal of the artifacts and the trial, and engage with the trials of modern capitalism. Remove the artifacts from your basement, and you may return to life. And aside from that, just like solid patrol armed with a bleach spray bottle. And it solved that problem. But the question remains, if mold can come once, mold can come again. What steps am I taking to make sure this will happen never again? And so, as a solid modern, I didn't really do much about that immediately. I let the internet think for me, consulted various AI oracles, Googled around, read some forums, allowed Reddit to think for me, and so on and so forth. And I determined that the only way to proceed is to encapsulate the crawl space eliminate all humidity down there and just have that be the way forward. This shouldn't be here. Unfortunately, this is somewhat beyond my capabilities. I am a computer person. HVAC is not my specialty. I know how to turn it on. I know how to turn it off. I have strategically placed phone numbers from when this does not communicate my needs to the machines that lurk outside. So what I ended up doing, calling a company I actually have called many times before when I get into situations like this and say, hey, send a guy. We need to encapsulate my crawl space and get a dehumidifier in here. And they came and they quoted me the work for doing this, and it was surprisingly not extortionate. I expected the quote to be far more than what was actually delivered. Oh, we missed a spot. And so that was a glimmer of happiness in what is otherwise a grim corpo hellscape that we live in today. And that work is scheduled and will be done. And they will also be knocking a hole in one of the walls in a place where it's not going to cause any problems and is going to be pretty easy for everybody. And through that hole will go the exhaust vent of a permanent dedicated dehumidifier. And there will be another one in that crawl space. And hopefully, what are you guys doing? None of this was authorized. Hopefully, well, okay, almost assuredly, that's going to bring an end to all humidity problems in that area of my house via direct methods, and that I will not allow the humidity to get out of control. Please and thank you, end of story. Have I missed anything? No, keep going. Everything's great. And that's going to be that. The problem will be solved. I will solve this problem with money, which is, you know, like I keep telling myself over and over again, this is what money is for. You have a job to accumulate money so that you have the resources to take care of these problems when they manifest. So because you have done these things and structured your life in this way and put up with all the trials that you do put up, for I am a tragic, betrayed soul. Missed this too. Very sloppy. Whose suffering will one day be occasion for mass wailing as people gather together to remember all of that which I went through in my incredibly difficult life. And they will come together and sing dirges in my memory of how the world was ever so cruel, and I bore these trials ever so nobly. And my life will serve as a beacon, not of hope, but of continued education and edification. As people learn from how I bore myself through these trials in this harsh age where my air conditioning is simply not performing to the level required, leading to situations where my own actions lead me to consequences which I can solve readily myself with only minor inconvenience. This level of pure, raw, human suffering will serve as the basis of tragic plays and stories told to children in school. Before these stories are told, there will be warnings. Parents will have to give approval slips. This content may be disturbing to you children, but we feel it is vital to your survival, that you learn of this man and how he had to navigate this world and how he suffered through it. Yes, This is my future. And hey, we're done with decorations, so my rant is now concluded. So much better doing this. Now that I actually listened to what people were trying to tell me about making templates and selecting things properly. Went so much easier. There's a lesson here somewhere, but, dang it if I can't tell what it is. So, I think we can now move on to our chores, right? Because we're going to do one more chore beforehand. And that will be the chore of the radar. Do I have windmills? Yes, but not enough. The windmill box is looking a little thin. Not going to lie. Getting a little nervous about that. Shouldn't you be doing your thing? Oh, we have another windmill box here. No one wants it. You turn on it more than that, so maybe more will be arriving. What's your problem? Shaft Mark II, and that's a that says I need to fill up all stainless. So that's a large buffer. How is stainless doing? I seem to recall stainless is doing just fine. And stainless is doing just fine. And look at this. This is how you know the world is returning to normalcy. We have fulfilled all of those who are waiting in line. Everything else is ticking forward. That is good. All right, next. I need to go snatch some radars. Here, we can go get them from the actual bin, right? And not disturb the world. Mostly because I know where the actual bin is. All right, so we are now going to put radars. There's going to be a radar station up there. There's going to be a radar station right at this. No, that's going to get moved. We're going to stick one right there somewhere. I should probably do something about this. Like, I don't know if sticking one right here will catch it. All of this. Just banish that blind spot. The biters might be congregating a fleet there. Maybe I should stick one right there and just... Yeah, okay. This is the banishment of unawareness. I cast total knowledge acquisition. And we watch my head pop like an overinflated balloon. It's right here, radar station. Radar station and radar station. I should really use the other windmills for this. The ones I'm sticking out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? The ones in the box in the central area, which have absolutely no use from now to the end of time. Except I can use them to power a remote radar station. I should do that and save the good ones. And more importantly, free up a spot in the trash bin. I very, very, very much need a recycler. I don't even care if it uses the wrong recipe. I think it needs to exist. It's in base Factorio after a while. I need to be able to break things down. It is so correct. My friend, please stop. Please cease your struggles. Okay, so that's one. That will take care of that a little bit. I should probably verify that I'm doing this correctly. And next, we want one like literally right by that ridge line. Right here. I'm going to throw down you. And until the factory comes to claim this space, you hold sole dominion o'er it. Should probably hit this too. Just for our consistency's sake, right? Now that I'm doing this, might as well be thorough. Radar station. Right there. And then you go right there. Great. Next target. It's down here, right? Probably stick one just right there. Here, do something like that. Run like the wind. I should probably pick up all of these. There's going to be a cleanup session up north, scraping up all those windmills and all those extenders, and I'm going to have to move everything over. This is work I'm not prepared to do today, so I guess we just run all around the perimeter of the factory. All right, so we decided to put down a temporary radar station right here. The factory will envelop it eventually. But for right now, this will provide crucial monitoring information. Yes, and I want to stick one right here on the chromium, and hopefully that erases the blindness in the south. I could just build out in the ocean a little, you know, build a pile. There you go. And did this solve my problem? No. So we kind of got to get to that island, huh? I think we'll do it from the bottom. I think it'll look better if I do it that way. Because this bridge isn't that appealing. I have some landfill on me, right? He says, hoping. I love these structures. I love isthmuses. I love peninsulas. All right, so here we are on this island, where there should be very strong monsters, if everything I was taught as a wee lad is true. If you have to open up access, it's going to be like a land that time forgot. And those guys in there are not going to be happy to see you. There you go. Did we do good this time? I suppose I could rip up the land bridge. No, we didn't do good this time. We have to go further. Plus ultra. And I am going to rip up the land bridge. I think that's going to be nice. Here, can we have the bots do it? Can I have the bots on for the bots to do it? Can you guys do this? Can you handle that? How big is my personal... Here, get it farther over, please. Thank you. Put it right there, then. And that will definitely work, right? Okay. Thank you, my friends. This was like a half hour of just making things look nicer, which is no sin. You have a nice place. It doesn't have mold, and it doesn't have humidity problems. It is a joy in and of itself. All right, there. That radar station doing its job. Now, are we afflicted with blind spots? Absolutely anywhere. Last call for blind spot removal. All right, good. I think we're done. So, it's time for chores now. Solid half hour in. We have done chores category 1. And now we have to get on to chores category 2. Maybe it's like category 2 is handling all of the decorations and stuff. It's special chores. All right, logistics back on. Let's talk about what has to happen today. Because not a lot of stuff was going wrong. Here. Rightmost block of oxy furnaces in NaOH area has water misaligned. This is a direct comment from a viewer who is watching along with us all and saw that most glorious of moment. That moment where I screw up. There we go. Thank you, kind viewer, for telling me of this. The world is now better. And that's kind of just it, right? I noticed that we need more rubber. Rubber is one of our pinch points right now. And rubber isn't going because you're not going, and that's because we don't have enough aromatics. Like, okay, right now we have enough aromatics, but don't pay attention to that. It's going to run out. So we have to get a bit more aromatics in our system. And I went and looked at that, and that's actually aromatic. It's actually a little harder than you think, because you can make them 50 different ways, but only a few are good. Like, this one's good, but it's not even that expensive anymore. Like, this is doable. This is okay, but I don't have it, so... And like this, and just all of these are kind of... This is all right, but it's a giant pain. Then I looked at this one down at the end. We can fabricate it, but that's a terrible recipe right there. It's not worth the proton receiver, even though proton receivers are pretty cheap. And all these little scraps, no. And I looked at this. 300 aromatics in 3 seconds. Eating tall oil. And it's outless gas. And it reminded me of a discussion I had on the Discord, where someone told to me that they are using outlet gas production, not just to make hot air, but also to make all of their sulfur. Which was like, how can that be, friend? How can that be? We both know that you don't have enough demand for outlet gas. How can this be that you are using it as a primary producer? And he told me. I burn the gas. I just burn it when I don't need it. I want the byproduct more than anything else. Do I have another one of you? I do. And that was like, boom, big brain moment. Where do you get your orgo solvent from? Oh, this is kind of unfortunate, isn't it? I guess you have to be shifted over a bit. And that's just how she is. So we're going to vent... no, friend. You don't live there. We are just going to vent outlet gas. And we're going to use it to make aromatics. It's like we don't have enough aromatics. So let's do this. So first off, we have test tank right here. This is what we're going to use to measure our aromaticity. And when this tank is less than a certain value, we will start venting to drive this forward. Because right now we're full up. So what we're going to do is we are going to tap into the outlet gas line. Right? No, we're going to build some venters. See, this produces at 66 a second. And it produces outlet gas, which has decent fuel value. Let's just build one. Start with one. Give me the oil burner. And we have to build a self-contained little world here. I guess it has to be like this, right? To give ourselves mostest flexibility. Well, that doesn't help me at all. All right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We will tap in right here. And then we will add a pump. And Mr. Pump will run under specific allowed circumstances. Mr. Pump will run when aromatics is less than 10K. If you are less than 10K, Mr. Pump turns on. And it provides a draw on outlet gas right there. And this outlet gas is heading towards what can only be described as a terrible fate. And that is to be set on fire. All right. And we need water, and now we need 2 things out of here. Flue gas line shouldn't be that hard, right? And water can just be stuck anywhere. Here. Good sir. Kindly be out of the way. Thank you, good sir. Then water will come in as it does. There we go. Now we're burning at... Oh, we're going to need a lot of these to keep it going. But maybe we don't actually do that. It's going to take like 2 and change of this to keep one of these guys going. So we're going to have to stack them. All right, but the other thing we're going to have to do is we have to get the flue gas out of here. And flue gas getting out of here. Well, okay, a couple things need to get out of here. One needs to be the steam. And I think if we're having it, this should be fine, right? We didn't do our usual thing, which is a problem. You need to underflow. We've done this dozens of times, and I still kind of too dazed to do it correctly. And now can we use a better one here? Just stick it in? No, the better one just has pipes all in the wrong spot. Oh, this actually fits exactly here. This almost looks intentional. Alright, flue gas being produced. We need to get rid of you now. And I'm pretty sure we have a flue gas line around here somewhere. So let's go back to the source and trace it back. Flue gas, the sad gas, is being aggressively vented right here. So we have this flue gas line right here. My mouse is on it. Right here, and it turns. Yes, it turns. And it's in the neighborhood. It's right on top of syngas. And I am working right on top of syngas production. I'm working right here, so all I have to do is tap it directly up. How convenient. No problem, friends. Oh, this is old style. Okay, I'm using still using double tanks. This predates my biofluid fix, which I've gotten no complaints on. It's been a very long time. Enough time for people to actually start using it. So I'm happy about that. Still waiting on the caravan problems to settle. There's still patches every day, which, not every day, but like easily every week. A couple every week. And so that's perfectly good. I'm glad development's going there, but I'm gonna stay away for a bit. I hope everyone understands my motivation for this. There's a stack a bunch. And this is gonna translate. See how it's producing sulfur? And we trim the ends, and of course none of these are going correctly because I didn't put in these steam lines properly. There. Alright. We are now torching this at a rate of 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 180 a second. That should be enough for 3 of these guys to go all the time in the advent that we want to use this for aromatic creation. And I do want to do that. So why are we not going? Why are we stopped? What's our situation here? Flue gas completely full. Oh, I probably clipped that, didn't I? That was probably my fault. In some way, I could be said to have contributed to that phenomena. So we're getting sulfur, which is good. This is a waste sulfur maker, and that's just fine. We have plenty of room in the world for waste sulfur. That needs to be trimmed. Here, snag it right now. And these guys are throwing off 200 a second, and we're getting like 600 a second of aromatics right here, and pressure is building. All right, nice. And I think we're going to do one more thing. I think we're going to make Nextlit accumulators, because all of this is now just kind of optional. Just make factory better kind of things. Not really, I have to build this right now. So we're going to do this, and I'll finish the biomall. And this is episode 240, so it means I have to make a montage. I only make them every other month now, and that's just a gift to me. They were taking up too much time to do. So, yeah, not going to be doing that. Or rather, I am going to be doing that this time, because I didn't do it last time. And that'll be nice. I like those little montages. They're not as popular as the normal videos. I think it's one of those YouTube whiplash things where it's in a different format and would attract a different sort of audience, but YouTube doesn't know or doesn't care enough to actually get that audience for that just video. It works on channel level, not on video level. So, they're there. the montage videos. They'll end up in my Reddit posts and they'll end up on the Discord. And the people that want to see them will see them. It'll be nice. All right. So let's do this. All right. So we want a field of Nextlit accumulators. And this is a machine shop sort of thing. And it's a low priority kind of thing. So let's just come over here. Find a square for this. Maybe right here. Maybe this is where it exists. This is more like, this isn't really machine shop as it is kind of like advanced factoring, advanced factorissimo in this area. Just really stuff that's kind of cool. The nifty factory area. All right, so right there. And you're going to be making accumulator, Nextlit accumulator. And in all of these, Nextlit accum, I saw it. It was there for a second. Where were they? Come back. There's more than one. There. So, is this a telescoping recipe? Good, because I hate telescoping recipes. All right, so I don't get to do this one for a while, but these things never actually stop working. This is just 15 times better. 15 times better and 200 times of output. So it doesn't really matter. The yellow ones don't actually ever stop helping. So the resources are, what's this? Nextlit substation? This is like the ultimate in power distribution, isn't it? All right, just don't look at that. So we want you to make you. And that's really kind of straightforward, isn't it? I'm just going to have a dinosaur do this. Yep. All right, so let's return to Notepad and talk about our recipe. It's going to be 20 battery, 1 Nextlit battery, 50 Nextlit plate, 5 complex circuits, 40 copper plate, 40 iron plate, 10 niobium plate. This is going to be a big number. So our number is now 10, 50, 90, 140, 150, 170, 173. We're going to do that again in a second here, but hold on. I think our number is 173. Take that and take that. All this over there. Yep. Everyone get on board. We're going to do that again. All right, so these stack to 100, 100, 100, 200, 100, 10, and 100. So one more time. 10, 50, 90, 140, 150, 170, 173. All right, so we're going to take 3,000. You're just going to get a dinosaur divided by 173. And it's going to be 17. And that's hard. So it's going to be 15. 15 Nextlit accumulators per trip. So it's 15 times 20, which is 300, right? Yeah, it is 300. 300. And then you get 15 Nextlit batteries. Why can't it be easy math? And then times 5. That's 250. No, wait. Maybe we should round up on some of these because 75 complex circuits. Wow. That's an order right there. 600. Should this be in the mall? Yes. This should be in the mall. Our batteries on the just normal batteries. Yes. Okay, so the only specialty item is the Nextlit. The only specialty item is the Nextlit battery, which I will just have a dinosaur bring in as an individual. So that goes probably right here. We just can stick it right here. And you can make this for me. And it can come in very slowly. And then we'll have one dinosaur right here. And you should get all of this stuff. This is all on there except for you. So we'll have a dinosaur. You'll be dinosaur hungry. I want you to go to the next lit battery bin. Somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Right there. And I want you to load items until you have Nexilit battery. In quantity, just 100. Grab 100 of them. Then add destination right here, and I want you to empty your cargo. And where'd you go? Why'd you wander away from me? Okay, go do that. So much simpler. And then, so this will just sit here feeding off this for a long, long time, and eventually they'll start trickling in. See, there, you found a copper plate. Good job. Then you'll put it here in this buffer chest. And we'll just request them at the warehouse. Okay. And we will do that where, I guess? It should be next to power poles. And I should keep checking in. And then, like right here. Nexi lit. And how many do I want to make? Are they stacked to 50? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's do half a row. There we go. We'll start with this. This is more than enough for my needs for quite a while. And let's just let the system cook on that. Okay. Done there. Done there. I don't think I'm going to do anything else on this. These are all chores that might be needed. We're going to work on the biomall today. We still have our notes. Here, let's just check on what we did so far. And we're also going to do artillery. Do a nice sweep of the border. So this is working. It's producing waste. Waste sulfur. And now this is up too high and it's stopping. Which means that, well, I didn't provide video evidence of this. I assure you there was a problem with aromatics here. I mean, look how fast it's going. You can imagine it happening. Here, oh, you can see it was almost out, too. So let's also upgrade the Gorbachev station over there. And that's close to this area. Yeah, I'm actually right in front of it. So let's just pull this up. And request you like that. And see, yeah, look how we're dropping. If there was ever a time when this would be interrupted at all, that would be an issue. How close am I to aromatic production? Oh, let's just... Here. That probably wasted a bunch of aromatics. But we're gonna just hook up primary consumer with primary producer. This is bad in that it does not vent waste aromatics very well, but it's good in that this will have no further problems. And there's all sorts of stuff that needs aromatics. See, I've look at the problem I've created here. Those aromatics, I think, are simply destroyed back at the Pyanodon. So, my bad. There you go. You have all the aromatics you need now. You have a direct line. And now we're out of salt. I should probably care about this situation too. And this guy's waiting for phenol. Phenol, a constant problem. Look, there on the chores list, there's primary phenol that might have to be made soon. Where are you, phenol? Right there. You're being made. We're still having trouble venting the acetone. So we're going to have to make primary phenol from lignin, and that's going to be an entire block. Maybe we'll do that next chores, see if this persists in being a problem. All right, that's fine. It's time to switch gears and make forward progress, and that is time to tend to the biomall. Up here. No, we're going to do artillery first. Excuse me, getting ahead of myself. Biomall will get online today, but first... Let's do a sweep of the interlands. What's our problem here? Are we full? Yes, we are full. And if I go up there, it'll just get auto-trashed if I pick up the, trash, right? Like wood logs. Oh, we don't have any of those. Oh. Oh. So we really just have to evac all of this stuff and get it out of here. This has to serve as the basis of something else. Well, I feel silly for coming up here and looking at this. Here, I'll take those. Thank you. All right, so, well, I'll actually probably trigger the whale to go, except it doesn't have windmills up here. All right, it's fine. Don't think about it. What I need now is just continue my sweep. This is going well. This is fine. We have served all our goals up here. Everything is good. Everything is okay. That has to be squeezed out. This is now just marching forward. So let's continue helping. Picking, this is just clearing factory space for tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you understand. Soon. All right, we put 2 down. We're going to pick 2 up. And the 2 I'm going to pick up are right here. And also these. Pick those up. And while this isn't the most efficient way to do all this, it's consistent. And that has its own value, And you're going to get picked up. Now the south is properly sealed. Boop, boop, boop. And if we look around at the pipe, yeah, that's a seal right there. You're not getting through. And we didn't sever any pipes. All right, good. And then down here, I think we've just solved our problem. I'm going to push out twice more. Just kind of make my point. And then we'll just leave this as a seal. Definitely feels like I'm working on a different scale now, doesn't it? That this is what I consider a good seal. Before it was that over there. And this is just fine. How is the pollution? It's not causing a problem as of yet. We might have to expand out. And then over here, yeah, this is also doing well. This is not done yet though, right? No, it took a hit. So to close these guys out, I should probably do something like... I should probably figure out what I'm doing, honestly. I don't think that guy's done. No. No, that's definitely not finished. We're going to leave this alone for right now. Okay, so that's good. The border has been taken care of. And now it's time for biomall, friends. So let's go. Notepad. Come back. We decided that these are the commonalities, the things that should be in the biomall on the sushi belt. Really, rock cocoons? I guess. We have to decide on the rough proportions of these. This is like overall, if I'm just building everything, this is what it's going to look like. There's going to be some specialty items coming in. Vessels will probably be made most. So I want to buff generic earth. How is that going over there, by the way? I mean, it certainly looks like it's going, be it ever so slowly. Yeah, we got them. All right, so let's just decide on numbers. We have rough numbers right here. And we obviously need a ton of biosample. And we're sending a whole whale out. So let's say 1,000 of these guys. That's probably not even enough. It's probably got to be like 2,000 of these guys. And then cDNA, you get 500 of that. 500 good alien. 500 poor alien because it's involved with making pipes. And then we'll need 500 generic earth. This isn't how much is going on the belt. We're going to need just one thing of optical set. That's enough for 50 oculas. All right. Moss gene sample, 500 again. Varrococoon, 500. Microcin, also 500. All right, what's this number we get to after all this? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,500. And so we have a lot more. So more biosample. And then what do I want to buff? Probably everything involved with making pipes, as that's used more than anything. All the rest put together, honestly. All right, what's our number like now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, that's good enough. This will be the whale supplying the biomol. So biosample, moss gene, Vrock, you. It's going to be a while to find all of these things, isn't it? It is. Good alien sample. That's a specialty item. The trits are specialty items. Optical set. You're probably a specialty item. You should be at least. It's fine. Is that resveratrol and Megadar specialties? I think we're good, right? No, we need that bottle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we have 9 items. All right, let's go get this. And then you, of course, are going to need that. And then we're going to figure that out. All right, we need Mr. Whale. Come here. You have a very long and complex journey. You need to go to the medical locker, and almost all of this is going to be in the medical locker. And I want you to get biosample. Load items until you have 3,000 biosample. Then we need cDNA. We're out of plasmids. We're out of lab equipment. This is a bad sign. I need to look at that. And I don't see any cDNA here. And the question is which bucket it comes in. And I don't know. So we're going to snag poor alien sample. Load items here. Biosample taken care of. Poor alien taken care of. And that's this. And you're getting 1,000. Then we want good alien sample. We only want 500 of those. Which is good because they're a lot more precious. Good alien sample. Knocked down. We're going to get an optical set. We're going to get a few more of these because we can. Because we have space. So that's going to be 300. Arbitrary promotion there. Varrococoon's the thing we don't have over here. Which one is cDNA? I guess I have to look at that. We have to... Okay, let's pause for a moment. We need this to run, and this is not running. In order for this to run, we need rubber. Oh, we just kind of addressed that, didn't we? So that's probably why we don't have primers. That's probably why we don't have a lot of advanced equipment. We've worked through our buffer. And that's basically it. Where do we do cDNA? I know we did cDNA. Oh, did we not do it? No, we did. But it's like this guy never arrived. No, I need you to go dump. I need all these guys to just dump out. Whatever you got, go do it. And you, I need you to mark your territory. I can no longer wait for you guys. I want you to huffle all the way over to the medical locker. I want you to deposit what you got. You're hiding. No hiding. And that's all internal. Primers is kind of going. Actually, I have no idea how this is going. Out of fuel? Oh, that's because I'm working on you. Is there anything else I needed to do? Mr. Moss gene sample. Drop that off. Is this just... Where's the science? Why don't we have science here? We are waiting for iron plate? For real? Iron stopped? Or is just everything going to steel now? Oh. That was something I really hadn't thought about. If all of these guys are eating all the iron ore. That would cause a problem. We might have to up xylitol again, because that's our bottleneck now, right? Xylitol. Where are you? Oh, it's a direct line. So it's at not this step, not this step, not that step, this step. Yeah, this is the slow step. And this is, we just need more xylitol. And if we go look, ZY Island xylitol, I don't like seeing how bumpy that is. Why can't we be up here all the time? Why are we down here? And this is all going to be hydrocarbon. All right, we're going to have to make a note of that. More xylitol. And that's very important. Because that is iron. Iron is life. But for right now, we're just going to leave it like this. Glad we had a little distraction, because it will give time for all those dinosaurs to reach the medical locker and mark their areas. So cDNA right here, load items, and we need 500 cDNA. And we also need generic earth. Then load items until we have generic earth, quantity 1000. And then we need moss gene samples in quantity, whatever this is. I'm losing track. And then we need microcin, a lot of microcin. 1000. And now we need rock cocoons, which we might be out of. No, we've got them. Good. The new cocoon maker is working. And we have cocoons in quantity 500, right? 500? Yeah. Okay, now finally you come here. And then it's circuit condition, comparator equals go, and then 9 unloads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 uploads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, good. So 3,500, 500, 1,500, and then 1,000 again, I think. And then 500, and then 300, and then finally 1,000. Okay, that was complicated. That was probably a bit more than it needed to be. All right, so you come here, and all these things, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100, 100, 100, 100. Only optical set is 10. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to get all these things in. And now we got to put them on the belt. All right, so we got to wire this up in somewhat proportional. All this is just... Oh, I shouldn't have dismissed any of that. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yes, a mistake was made. Pick up all that, put it all back. All right, so we're going to need 9 of these guys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Huh? 7, 8, 9. Okay, there we go. And each of you are going to be responsible for a different thing. And all of you are going to be, here, we should all be listening. So like so. And you are just going to read this belt. And we don't need a lot on this belt because it's a very small belt. And you get all wired in, all of you. And enable, and you go over there, and it's going to be 25. Sure. That's going to be our goal. And all of you go across. And I guess we start with like 25, right? Except for biosample, which needs a lot more. I will put 200 of you on there. Everyone else is going to start with 25. And I will examine this. And again, this is just... it's a very fast biomall. It's not going to go all the time. In fact, the vast majority of time, this is not going to be going at all. So just stay calm. Stay calm. This is probably, in some ways, considered to be acceptable. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he just arrived. All right. So, that's probably the last time he's going to cycle for a while. You stuck? No, you're not. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did it wrong. Oh, I hate doing this. Caravan. Unload until Oh. Here, I need you to stop. I need you to... it makes me angry when this happens. Hopefully the next version of the Caravan UI does not have this ambiguity. Until target, until target, until target, until target. And then I switched when I scrolled down. And so these last 5 are all until Caravan. Alright, so... yeah, because it's... damn. Until target, until target, until target. It is just a little bit obnoxious, but we can fix it as we fix all things. And you're to target, you're to Caravan. All right, so this is once again 500, 1,000, 500, 300, 1,000. I did that right? Maybe. Bang, 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 bang. Try it again. Right there. Go to that step. Okay, good, good. Distribute, distribute. All right. So we have material making it on. Why is it? Oh. That's kind of embarrassing. I don't have a mixer. Honestly, we can do that by having... well, we're just going to let it go and naturally mix as things are consumed. That's what I'm going to say is going to happen here. All right, so I don't think this is a world in which stack inserters do much good. I think this is time for a whole bunch of long-handled inserters. This is not cheapness or efficiency. I legit think it's better. All right, and then we have to wire up all the fluids. And unfortunately, we're not gonna see caravans being made. So that's gonna be our real accomplishment for the day. Here, don't go there. Go in a place with a purpose. And so now we just try to fill out the rest of the mall, huh? We get the pipes in, and then we will... we have to get the the Logi network out here, because I want to transport these by bot. And that will happen pretty well. Pretty sure. All right. How are we doing on power? Good. How are we doing on Nextlet accumulators? Do we have any? We do not. I would have expected at least one to have popped up by now. Instead, we're trying to get Nextlet plate. And we have made 0 products. We definitely have Nextlet plate on here, right? He says, curious suddenly. Yeah, we do. How much? How much on here? 1K? Here. Let's add more. Whenever we see a deficit, our response is to add more. Next. We should go get actual real roboports. And to do that, I will rob this place of actual real roboports, and you will come with me. Then we have to build a bridge from the biomall directly out. Right here. All right, so Roboport. Where are you? And this should cover, like, just putting this right here would be probably best of best. But for right now, we're going to do this. And that covers everything. And our goal is to link it into that then. And then what gets made will make it to the warehouse. So, good. And this is going to be a bit of a challenge. No, not really. Not a challenge at all, honestly. And Roboport lives right here. And then it will come down. And we'll get into the logistic area right here. And then just straight over. Excellent. And hopefully that's enough to connect it, because I know it has to overlap. And that has burned me many times. Many, many, many times. I guess we just put one right there. And does that overlap? What's this? What are these little... Oh, that's where the power overlaps. Is this good? Is this how I want it? Is this whole now? Are we one? Are the people one? Looks like it. Well, I'm definitely... Yeah, because I'm now getting personal requests. Be it ever so far from home. Okay. This is now dismissed. And now we're going to make sure we can get the fluid in. And that's going to take a chunk of time. Notepad, you may go away for a bit. You may return for the triumphant victory dance once this is declared done. And I guess we just make coal slurry right here. Oh, did I not bring in tailings? That was kind of sloppy of me. And I guess we do the coal slurry right here. So we have to bring in tailings, right? Here, let's make sure. Fluid, honeycomb looking thing. So it's just going to go right here. Something like this. And you are to make coal water slurry. Yeah, we need tailings and we need to get the water out. Okay. So request some tailings, please. Thank you. What are you bringing me? What are you taking from me? Don't know. All right, tailings will come in. We have to get rid of water. Where is my nearest? Right there. We can drop an outfall literally right there, right? Outfall is in my inventory, I hope. Why don't I carry more of these with me? They're kind of critical. They're worth a single inventory space, I believe. So if I just stay here and I go outfall me, where should I put this? It's like right here. Outfall. In one stack. This will help eventually. But for right now, I just want to grab a stack, which is right there. There we go. And here, in return, I give you 1 fish and some seaweed. Use it wisely. It's ancestral. And now go again. So that's going to be on its way, and we take our new outfall, and we outfall probably right here, as this space isn't going to be used. And we want to be at least a little bit delicate about this. This isn't dirt. Oh, that is dirt. There we go. Pick that up. Oh, why didn't you do the thing? There you go. And you need power for some reason. Does not compute. And so we have wastewater line right here. And then we will have coal water slurry one day. Good and good. All right, so who wants some coal water slurry? That you? These guys? Well, I got some great news for you. It's right here, hot and ready. And it's going to get plugged right in. And we'll get saline in, and I think that's probably the biggest problem for us right now. There. Coal water slurry being made. And saline's going to just hug right here, because obviously it's the most widely used. Saline goes right across, right across. Oh, is that coal water slurry too? No, it is. Well, have no fear. I will figure it out. And some of these guys use saline. All right, and more coal water slurry up there. So saline will come all around the edge, I guess. Right here. And then up. And then we will attach in right here. And I guess we just come all the way up. We attach in like so, right? Then we will have saline water in to make our creatures. So good. Oh, you're actually making now. Caravans being made. Caravan production in progress. Great to see. There's a lot more coal water slurry consumers in the world than I gave credit for. Hopefully I haven't caused myself a problem. Hopefully I haven't caused myself another problem. There. Those guys are now hooked in. And we have one more up here, which I guess we'll do one of these. Which always looks like you've done something right in your life. You know where you're going, and you're here, and you're reliable. All right, there we go. Coal water slurry hooked up. All right, so next fluid should probably be fetal serum, I suppose. And we do have a lot of that up there. So let's not think about how distressing this is, and just get our fluid into where our fluid needs to be. Let's not think about where the fluid came from or what horrors we had to perpetrate in order to acquire it. No, all of these fall into the realm of bad thoughts. And we don't allow bad thoughts anymore. No, push them away. I am a factory professional doing professional factory things. And if I deem it necessary to commit an atrocity like that, well, it's all in service of the factory. Are you implying, perhaps, that I should not have done that? Have you implied, perhaps, that I should not have done these things to get this fetal serum? Are you perhaps suggesting that the factory should not grow? Oh, good sirs, I hope you're not saying those words, because you'll have to go to the other side of the wall, and no one has fun out there. These are the only places that we need artificial blood, right? These two? All right, so artificial blood is made right over there, and we're just going to drag a line over for you, Because why not, right? The only problem is that everything gets sucked into the provider tank. But that's just a temporary issue, isn't it? Why aren't you going? Are we still... Did we not increase blood production? Oh, what happened here? Did we not properly invoke corn? But apparently not. Apparently we are still in Struggle City when it comes to blood production. Maybe I should have only one of these going and just focus on one for now. I'm going to do that. We're going to clip this line right here. And I'm going to pretend like I'm going to remember that, but I think we all realize I'm not. I'm going to come back and go, what idiot put this together? And then someone in the comments will remind me, and I'll pretend not to read the comments. And it's going to be like one of that. It's going to be, it's just a fun game we play. Okay. And then we just latch you in right there, and you will eventually get artificial blood. And we'll start making ocula. Okay, so Talions have arrived, but I didn't hook up Talions. This is one of those, it's a me problem. And that will get the cold water slurry going, and that will get a whole lot of stuff actively going. There we go. Cold water slurry being made. We're making vessels. We're making vessels of ground eventually. Don't worry about it. We're making requester chest. We're making provider tanks. We're making caravans. We're making ocula. We are not making you. You're going to be next. Oh, you need the slurry too. And I guess you have to do this. Now that I've established this cursed pattern. And we're going to have trouble, aren't we? Cursed pattern to cursed pattern. Such is the way sin echoes through our society. All right, so notepad, present yourself. Gobachovs. Not being made because you don't have fetal serum. Okay, hold on a second. Gobachovs being made. Dinosaur being made. Ocula. It's all hooked up. It will be made when the artificial blood arrives. And that'll be when the blood gets here, and we're having blood-related issues at the moment. So we have some. Here, I could pick this up and just flood the area with artificial blood, but I'm not going to do it. Haven't made iPods yet. Got to go do that. That might be next. Whales, still waiting. Vessels being made. Vessels to ground being made. Receiver, provider, biopanaport. No, not biopanaport. Okay, so this is what is left for us today. And we're not going to get to whales because whales requires science. This science. Whales is going to be one of the last things we do. I mean, after science is up and going. Ocula are being made. Biopanaport should probably be seen too. Alright, so what we need is this, and we need a dinosaur. Why do I need hydrogen? Oh, that's to fill up the whale. Blow them up like a balloon. So we'll just hook that up right now. Oh, I'm getting vessels. I'm getting vessels being made, and these Logibots are delivering them to me. Oh, that's great. The world is different, and the world is better. It's not just endless horror over and over again. No, can get better too. It's just a specialist. All right, and we're going to have to deal with waste products, which I hadn't considered. All right, we're going to sketch that out right now. It's going to go right. Oh, there's no good spot for this. This is going to show. I did not consider this, and it's going to show. All right, so first off, things what can rot. You can go to BioCrud, you can go to jerky. So we get both flavors of things we don't love, we don't like. And so you are going to pull out filters, BioCrud, and jerky. Biocrud and jerky, and then there will be a line, right? And you will come to right here. You will go over, and then right here there will be the same thing, Biocrud and jerky. And we will have this line of Biocrud and jerky. It will come over here. That's fine. That's a party getting started. Don't you wish you could be a part of it? And right here. And we're going to have just this dinosaur. And how to express this. Because I can't just fill cargo. It won't go. We need a combinator here. And then we need to add back in. And we want you to each. And then I want you to plus 1. For each plus 1. And now if we just toss random crap in there, it'll now output T of things. Oh, it goes back in. So it can't be T. All right, never mind. Hold on a second. Here, let's do the other line. So you're only looking on red. Yeah, there we go. So our output is 25. And the 25 things in there, yeah, that looks, it's not right. It's close though. 16, 21. How do you get to 25? Each one of these also counts for, okay, just don't think about it. It's close. All right, so what we do is we have a caravan waiting here. You're going to be dinosaur hungry. You're going to come here and you're going to wait for circuit condition. And that's going to be T greater than or equal to, no, static value. T greater than or equal to 2,000. Great. And then you're going to fill your cargo and do not wait. And then this just goes over to the digestion line. Just dump it in right there. Oh, that's not good. Empty cargo. This is your life. Speaking of life, let's look at this. What is our problem here? This looks like you can't get in. You can't get rid of lard. Wow. Wow. I did not think that this was gonna be a problem for me for a while. And these guys right here are working as hard as they can, and as hard as they can is not enough. So, we're gonna turn off this generator, as we clearly have enough lard for the moment. And we have to vent lard harder. Alright, so let's just walk away from this for a moment, as we have kind of an emergency over here. Here, notepad can go away. And we have to just mulch lard harder. We have no use for lard right now, which is... These are not typical words. What can we do with lard? Lard is not used in a lot. Like I can make this and then burn the grease. That's expensive. You could make oleochemicals and then burn the oleochemicals. That's not bad, right? Oleochemicals do... No, they don't burn. Oh, that's sad. I guess I just have to speed module this right here. Okie dokie. Where's my thing? Your job, good sir, is to make all go faster, go better. So AM3, FM5, AM4, FM5, and this does ×2 on these guys. I almost want to just... how am I doing? Oh, I can't make any. So how about we abuse our situation? goes through and that still works. All right, you are going to be... Oh, we're all jammed out. So you'll be 4, 5, and that's right. And you'll be 3, 4. Right? That works. And this guy will go a lot faster now. Because these guys are using now... Crafting speed is double and a half and double over here, and this is the standard one. So hopefully this is working. If it's not working, I will go hide under a pile of coats. Let this munch its way through. Amazing that I was just begging for lard just the other day, and now I have far, far, far too much. Take that biocrud. It can't get out. It can't get out. What do I do when it can't get out? Here, take that now. All right, so this looks like it's making progress. We'll check it out later. If necessary, I can turn the bone to lard vent back on. I'm just really messing with all of these bots, aren't I? All right, let's get back to fixing up the biomall. We have had great success today so far. I want to cap it off with total success. And that will be visited right here. So, we're making vessels. We have guys filling us up on vessels. So what I need now is to make sure you need to be 2 blocks and you are 1 block. Oh, they're made fast. I expected those to be a lot slower. Caravans? Oh no, you have to make a whole lot of caravans. And then this... How much is proper here? 2 probably. 2 probably. And then you need to be just free. Vessels are critical infrastructure. They're needed in great numbers. Go with chavs. When they're needed a lot. So we're going to just do a full line of you, even though you're going to be obsolete eventually. Biopanaports, you only need 1 box. Yep. Ocula, 1 box. We have some artificial blood, so it's getting in slowly. And then whales, just free. Okay. So our last trick here for the biomall is to link this up. And we have to go get resveratrol and megadar. And that's not going to be difficult at all. Resveratrol. What are you doing? Is this not working? This isn't working. Something's really wrong. There should never be... Okay, for one thing, you should only pick up resveratrol. For another thing, you should never have that. I really hope you haven't delivered. You haven't. For another thing, this isn't running. So, we're going to have seeds coming out here. Yatoi aloe seeds. Is this something I have to pay attention to? Where is this happening? Tell me. Right there? Oh, we're out of ammo. We've got some guys coming around behind. Yeah. Doing terrible damage. But luckily, the cavalry is here. In the form of high speed velocity. Maybe I should move out more before I do that. Oh well, no actual loss. Okay, so this actually hasn't gone at all. You are full of resveratrol. Why do you have seeds? Okay, so we just neglected to set up this hand correctly. And you have to use filters and only be resver. This was not enlightened of me. That has to be like so. This has to be like so, and that has to be like so. Huh. I wonder why. Maybe the fruits rotted before the system could deliver its first delivery of materials. And because of that, the outhand jammed on resveratrol. And because of that, nothing was ever made. Okay, that's a story that makes sense in my head for the moment. Alright, so the vents are working, and now we're making the stuff, and it's coming in. Okay, everything's going to be fine. Here, go empty your cargo, even though I know I'm going to have to pick up more. We'll have to just leave the Pyanodon for a bit. Not have confirmation that it's being made, but anyway, probably don't need to get very much. Caravan, we only need 1 Megadar and 10 each. Oh, we can just fill up on caravans. Just wander right over here. Just wander here. Oh, hey, look at this. I have the caravans I needed in the North Factory, and they're going to be delivered to the warehouse, and it's going to be nice. Pity I can't have them all made with the default interrupt. So you have to go get Megadar, which is going to be a hike. You're going to go right here, way over there. And I want you to load items until caravan has Megadar, quantity 50. And I want you to add destination, go to the medical locker, pick up resveratrol. And that's going to be quantity. It's 10 each, so it has to be 500. And I want you to come right here. You're going to wait for your circuit condition. That is comparator equals go as per tradition. Unload until target. Unload until target. 1, 2. 550. There. You're going to have an athletic life. You're going to have amazing calves by the time you're done. By the time you've been on your job for 15 years. 1, 2. No more, please. And done. Alright, so Pyanodon checked off. We should go make iPods. That's probably something that should be done in the mall. I probably should have done that a while. Can I just click a box? Here, let's take a look. Go right next to Next Lit Accumulator, which has made 2 products, and you're going to make iPod. Thank you. And that's just everything that's here. Just start making it. Notepad return. iPods taken off. And we're going to take, well, wait a second. Whales will be promoted here into the list. Make whales up north. There. And that will remind me. So there, the biomall is finished. I just have to check on it from time to time to make sure it actually is running. Good, we've outrun the fruit now. And this guy is going to have to come around again. But, okay, this is fine. Have we made any iPods? No. Oculus, rather. The blood is coming, ever so slowly. I'm just going to leave that alone. Let's go configure the warehouse now, as things are different. So what I need is, I believe, caravans are going to start being here. And we probably need... No, this is wrong. We'll do 10 and 10. I don't think I'm ever going to need more than 10 of these at a shot. And these now live right here. Now Pyanodon will be over here with the Wessels. No. Yeah, it should be right here. Even though it wouldn't be an icon, and that's bad. This is extreme overkill, and you will be returned. Half of them go back. And then you're going to be Pyanodon.
in quantity. When we need them, we need a lot. So 50 is what we're going to do. All right, now I have to dump most of these sheds. And they'll be used eventually. Okay, so this is being filled. That is being filled. We don't need quite so much, I feel. Let's tone this down a little bit. This is just like the emergency buffer right here. The bots will fill me up directly for most of it. All right, so good. Major accomplishment, right? I should bring in Ocula and iPods, and they really should be over here. But there's no space. I can add another box. It's not terrible. Or I could start using these boxes down here. And we'll say right here. We want iPod. In quantity, I don't know, 10. We're just going with 10 for right now. And Ocula. In quantity, they only stack to 1. All right, bring me 10. We'll see how that goes. Our iPods. Yeah. Okay, they put in. All right, and you've made 2 products, and we should see Nextlit accumulators right here. Let's just take a look at this. And this will store power, and then this will help smooth out the windmill buff, the times of calm wind. Though, obviously, we're going to need more than that. So we're going to let you accumulate accumulators, and once I have a whole bunch, I'll fill in a city block somewhere. I'm not sure where those should go. There's probably no good. They should probably go outside, down south, or like in this central corridor. I suppose I could always move it because it's going to be really homogeneous. But down south, that's probably best. Just like a brick of them right here. Just line something. I don't know, maybe I can figure out a way to integrate them with the fabric of the factory, you know? Anyway, I need a quick break, and then we're going to start in on the next thing. We're actually on to the next thing, and that's... What's mutagenic infusion take? Oh, is that what it makes me look like? I'm not sure I love that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the entity, though, I want. Oh, we need Perogen for this. This is going to be a long time. This is with whales. So you're going to get demoted to make mutagenic infusion. I don't know if I'm going to like this, if that's what it's going to make me look like. That's just ugly. Like, I legit might add an option to the game to turn this off, because that is simply ugly. But I have all of the... No, yeah, I have that. I can get that. I have all of this, except the Perogen. So that's not what we do. So I guess we're on the path to nanofibrils. And this is the last stuff on the way to starting science up again properly. So magnetic beads looks like the thing to do. I'm going to take a quick pause. I'll be right back. All right, back. Short break accomplished. So we want magnetic beads. All right, let's see what you do. I think they're agar based, right? I still don't understand what they are. Used in protein purification, they contain a magnetic core made of nickel, which is covered in different materials. So we're getting into, like, not quite nanotech, but on the verge of nanotech. Well, molecular assembler, there we go. So we need a whole bunch of these guys. Molecular sewing machines. And that's high tech, and that's right there. Okay. So we're going to have to also do agar makers, which is Lovecraft furnaces. Let's take a look. We have precedent for this, right? Agar. Right there, and right over there, and right there. This is what I'm looking at. this is kind of what we're going to do, right? There's going to be magnetic beads and agar in, and let's see if they are needed for anything else. I mean, bioreceptors. We could put bioreceptors next to it once we get them. Okay, so this is definitely what we're going to do. Steam, and this is... What are you doing here? Well, that's making cellulose. That's something else. Okay, so that doesn't come with us. But just in general, we are going to copy this block. Just a big copy, just a big paste. And this is going somewhere in here because it's just making stuff. Right here looks like the next in line, doesn't it? Fits in real nice. All right, so you're going to be making magnetic beads. We're just going to fiddle. Okay, wait a second. You're going to be making magnetic beads. Oh, wait, that has to be here. I have to go look at it directly. And I need more. No, I don't need more whales right now, but I will in a bit here. That's probably going to be next episode, right? What is this? Why am I seeing flashy? Why are we flashy? No place to put it? I don't know. Where? Okay, so first off, we can just start cutting things out. Where is my sewing machine? Oh, good, it fits. So we can just put you in right there by hand. And you are magnetic beads. Thank you. I haven't already done this, have I? I feel like... Oh no, we did graphene. Here, let's just check one more time. This is something truly new. Magnetic beads. It is truly new in the factory. All right, so you are going to need agar and just stuff. You don't need any pipes. So let's just pick up all this. Look how I almost flooded the system with sulfuric acid. This was almost completely incompatible. And then we don't need cellulose. So this entire area right here goes away. Not needed, good sir. We do need steam, so you exist and that exists. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And neither does it. So, no friends. This entire thing is no friends. And we get to fix the belt. That's nice. It's exciting. And we're going to have to do something with the bio crud that is inevitably going to be produced by making agar. So, let's look around. Where is our nearest waistline heading towards digestion? Honestly, I should have oriented this with that in mind. So we have lines going towards digestion here. So if I can get over there, which honestly isn't that hard, we can get into a digestion intake. So we'll set this belt up. The belt will come over, and then it will join in right here. Wait, it keeps going, right? Yeah, this is a digestion inline. Okay. And it even comes from the cell. Okay. It's from right here. Tie into the agar right there. So I would say we'd want to go right here, except this bitumen, see if it's a problem. So we just want to go next door. And we have a huge utility space up there. So that's not going to be any problem at all. I am going to have to go get another whale. That's kind of sad. So this doesn't have to exist like that. This does have to exist like this, though. And then right there, bang, bang. And that will take out agar, right? Or biocrud. I'm assuming this is more or less correct at this point, right? Except I haven't hooked the steam up. I erased that line. So we do this and do that. All right. Make it live. Go. Do my bidding. Okay. Kind of fantastic how it just kind of appears. And I don't know what's going on with these guys. Oh, this is, I got all the venting material. And I'm missing a kind of low quality pump for that. I'll go get one. I mean, this isn't explicitly needed here, so I guess we just get rid of it. And this is just a line. I mean, there's no problem with having it here. There's just, it's not called for. In the plans, of course. The plans say this isn't how it's supposed to be. And this is just a hanging waistline to be used at some point. All right, so let's do this backwards then. You're just seaweed and steam. And steam is ready to present itself. Like so, right? There we go. For some reason, you don't have power. All right, so we're going to make magnetic beads. And you should be not magnetic beads. Only blacklisted. And then that's biocrud out. Excellent. Okay, it all works. Give me the recipe. We want aluminum plate. We want nickel plate. We want iron plate. Iron's going to be a problem, I think. I have to go look at Xylanol next episode. But for right now, we need We need 2 aluminum, 3 nickel, 5 iron. So that's very straightforward. And we have to leave some space for agar. So our number right here is 10. What a terrible time to have a 10. So 9,000 divided by 10 is obviously 900. But we have to leave a gap. So we're going to do 800 instead. What a waste. So times 800 it is. And then we probably don't even have this iron right there. It's always a good sign when you need base materials like that. Oh, be mind wiped. All right, you need to go get materials. And that is all here. Yeah, this is our big problem now. It's good when this is our big problem. Because iron is easy to take care of. Iron followed by nickel and then aluminum. So aluminum right here. And you need to get 1600 followed by nickel right here. Load items until we have nickel. 2400. And then you bring it over to magnetic bead land, where you wait for a circuit condition, which is, of course, comparator equals go, and then targets. 1, 2, 3. And I've been neglecting to click these off. So maybe I've been causing myself problems. So hard to say. All right, just go and do it. It's going to be a while on the iron, unfortunately. And so I need another one now. Come here, friend. Be whale hungry. And I guess you just go to the seaweed bin. And you get yourself a whole lot of seaweed. Yep. Fill your cargo. Come right here. Empty this cargo. There. Off you go. And then this will start going, and this needs to be regulated. All of this needs to stop when L is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. When do we decide L? Who is in charge of deciding L? Well, we get L equals 1 right now, so someone is deciding it. Who sees the comment? Oh, it's right over there. And we are looking for... No. We just want magnetic beads. And I know we, strictly speaking, do not need this right here. However, this is what we're doing. All right, so that will work eventually once this gets here. And this makes how many magnetic beads? 5 each. This is pretty good. Now we have to find out where this goes in the world, and this is definitely medical equipment. Yep. 100%. And do we have space in medical equipment? Yes, we do. Do we have the whale? No, we don't. We have to do this too. 1, 2, 3. Or you'll cycle forever. All right, let's go fetch whales from the south and really, really, really hope they're actually making whales, because I don't have a plan B on that one. And then we will... I guess we should probably just end it here. I could start on something new and go a little over, but this is honestly the correct time to just close things out. We did good today. We got the biomall together. My plan worked. Yeah, full of whales. Yes, give me more whales. Keep going. Fill this up. I wonder why it's so hard to get rid of this biocrud. Let me help with that. There you go. And that's gonna fill that belt. Okay. It's going away, kinda. It'll perk back up. Just give it a few episodes. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Then we're gonna go to City Center. We are going to hook up magnetic beads. So it's being delivered to the medical stack. And then we're going to be ready to be doing... Maybe we'll get all the way to nanofibrils tomorrow. That would be... The alarm's going off. The alarm is going off. The alarm is going off. The alarm is going off. This is stopped. Okay. Okay. It worked. The alarm worked. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. We got tons of blood. We have no animal sample because we were out of plasmids. Ah. Yeah. Out of plasmids because no lab equipment. No lab equipment because of no rubber, I thought. Maybe we do have to go to the next level recipe just to preserve more rubber. Ooh. Because there's an alternate. You add an electric engine unit, which is frickin' expensive, and you double the rubber efficiency. That might be something to do. Let's take a look at rubber, which I thought should be going now because I fixed the... Oh, it looks like we have a phenol problem. So it looks like it really and truly is time to make a dedicated phenol maker. That's a problem for next episode. We are making rubber, and we're making rubber using the good recipe. We could always step down and make a recipe that uses the not good recipe. Like, this is the step down recipe. It's less efficient on the latex by a large margin, but it also doesn't need phenol. This doesn't need that much phenol, though. We should be fine, especially if I just put in a proper single phenol maker, right? Just out of lignin. The problem is that's going to take a lot of time to put together because it involves many things that rot. Where do I make phenol? Yeah, we're going to be forever slave to this until I can find an actual use for acetone. Yeah, so we have to promote this. It has to be made better. All right, fine. Don't think about it. Not right now. But I'm glad the alarm is going. I will let the alarm go just for right now. Get rid of this biocrud. Mr. Whale, as I was trying to do, I want you to go over to magnetic bead land, which is right there. You go here, and I want you to fill your cargo with magnetic beads. And then you take it over to the medical locker where you dunk it. And this is your lot in life. So off you go. And I think that's it, right? we are done with factory. These are actually on their way, which is nice. If I just stand here and monologue for a little bit, they'll probably make it, right? Yeah, these guys are delivering to me. So good. So let's just take a look at the problems we have in the world. One of our problems is not enough iron, and we have that as a fairly severe problem. It's not enough iron because we are diverting far too much of our molten iron production into making steel, which makes stainless. And all of this means that we have to come all the way up to stage 3, and we need more xylenol. We need to find just some way to get more. There's lots of ways to make it, but not a lot of good ways. Like, this is what we're doing. In like BTX to xylenol, we're gonna have to look into that. How do you make BTX? It's low distillates, and so it's just this is not the way to go, because this is low distillates, and we have this recipe. They're just equivalent. It's just using a different catalyst series. So this recipe doesn't do anything at all. This is going to be tough to scale, guys. Because we can do 500 a second, which would make 25 a second xylenol. And that might be good. I don't know. Can this be affected by prod? It doesn't say affected by prod. It's like, this is so rough. If it was like a quarter of the input for that, maybe I could set up an entire battery, but this is so rough. We're going to look into it, though. I don't want to do this, because as we've established, phenol is already precious. And which leaves us with this. Aromatics we got and benzene we got, but this doesn't really produce a lot. Where are we with benzene? Benzene is made right here, and we are full up on it. I'm kind of wary of doing that. And we should be full up on aromatics now, too, because I just put in aromatic maker. Yep. So I could consider doing that recipe. How much benzene do you make? 75 a second. And you are strip distillates, which is medium distillates. This is making xylenol out of medium distillates, which is good. It's another path. I can make benzene in other ways directly from aromatics. So just aromatics can be made into xylenol with some catalysts. So this makes, maybe I do that. We just have an aromatic line in. So it's 200 aromatics to make 150 benzene. And then the benzene gets upgraded to xylenol. Where are you? Right here. With still more aromatics. This will just drink down aromatics, but I think I probably have a good source of that right now. I need more. I really wish that was double the amount of xylenol. We can look into that. We're definitely going to do this recipe and then try to support it. Like, that's the recipe we're doing. BTX is not what we want. Tholins really is what we want. So we have problems, yeah. We're not doing that. So we're probably going to start getting this online. And let's, just for comedy value, because we have a little bit of time. Oh, magnetic beads are done. So good. So this is collapsing. If we're lucky, tomorrow we'll get all the way to chitosan, maybe even nanofibrils. Probably not. Not if I'm messing with iron and doing heavy chores. I was looking for something. It was tar. One tar producer. And unfortunately, I'm not sure where those are anymore. I know I just opened one up, but unfortunately, those are then hidden when I build on them. So I just have to kind of, right there. You are making tar in 375 a second. That can be converted into 25 xylenol a second. So let's just go take a look. 5.25. Just say 30 xylenol a second. That isn't nothing. And it takes nothing. It's just a direct conversion. It's like any tar seep can then be turned, any bitumen seep can be turned into a xylenol seep forever at 30 a second. And how much is it made over here? Right over here in the good way. This makes at 50 a second. So it's just not even as good as one of these. So we're probably going to have to deal with venting, right? Yeah, we need more low distillates. So one way to deal with this is better venting. Proper way to deal with it is more venting. Another way to deal with it is draw directly from medium distillates. Another way is to probably do something else. I'm losing track of what I'm talking about right now. I should do the benzene method before I add more vent, because that will put a natural draw on this. I gotta find a way to get rid of condensates more. There's always going to be condensates, so maybe I should just attach a smelter block to this, because it's just not used in anything. It's like we crack it into this, and this isn't any better. I mean, this does reduce, it doesn't even reduce the fuel value. There's more fuel here than there was before. I wonder what other people do. I wonder if I'm being dumb here. Anyway, Notepad, you are dismissed. We're getting real close to new science. All right, so tomorrow I'm going to, let's writing stuff down. Notepad, come back to me. Add a benzene xylenol block. Then increase hydrocarbon venting. There. Okay. Both those things will have to happen. And then hopefully these guys will be going all the time instead of intermittently. Because that's our big problem. That's the foundation of it. And so what we'll do is we will do two things. One, we will introduce a draw on medium distillates by making xylenol from benzene. And this will take pressure off of venting. Second, we will use like this block right here, and we will do additional venting. We will take this pipe right here, and we will extend it down, and we will just add 40, 50 more of these guys, and we will just always be flowing. We're going to need an entire city block of that, and so I'm just going to declare it right there. Unless there's anything better, well, bringing it down to the bottom would probably be best. Maybe I'll do that instead. Like hydrocarbons from right here straight down into this block. Maybe I'll do this entire area and we just do some paving. Okay, that's a plan. And that'll get me a lot more xylenol. I mean, just a lot of it. And then based on that, we'll get a lot more iron. And with a lot more iron, we'll overcome this block right now, which is bad, but not really, really bad because we're still trickling iron in. So it's a situation, but it's not like an emergency critical situation. What's needed is more rubber, and that's more phenol, and I have to make a phenol maker, and that's going to suck. And we didn't hook that up. All right, never mind. Recapping, not happening yet. I forgot there was a thing to do. And that's right here. And we were going to hook this up, and we just didn't do it. You hear me? We knew what we were supposed to do, and we simply did not do it. So right there. Right there. And now we have a waistline in here somewhere. Yes, yes. That's you. Yes. Okay. So we will just hook in right here. Right there. Okay, good. And now this will vent, and this is all X-agar right there, which is unfortunate. Because we're waiting for this to arrive, and this shouldn't be where the pressure is, but it is today. You don't have steam. None of you guys have steam. Well, I guess I'm kind of glad I looked at it then. This shouldn't be, but that should be. There we go. Spring to life. I honestly shouldn't be doing this because this is just wasting agar. And you are too much, honestly. Oh, why aren't you governed? You need to be governed. Oh. It just wasn't hooked up. There we are. Okay. Okay, now we're done again. Once more, I am finished. This was a good episode, though. Got the mile all done. And that was a big waystone. Way marker. Yeah, I know the alarm's going. The alarm did its job. It alerted me to a problem, and then I observed that problem, and I came to a decision about addressing that problem. The alarm works. And now I have to get myself in the center. Help me. Help me, for I can only blip. There we go. All right, let's do recap. Then later on, I have to work on putting together the next montage, which is always fun. Like this, a little bit. No, further out. Then like that. And then there's like that. And very carefully. Good. All right. We are now done. Screenshot. Okay. So, recap. What did I do today? Quite a lot, actually. This was an effective day. Started off by decorating the factory, since this is decoration day. We put all the logos all around, and so the factory is looking nice. And I'm proud of it. Everything is good in that regard. Then after that, we had some chores to do, and there weren't a lot. The factory is actually starting to work actually well right now. And this is obviously an immense relief because if I would remain in struggle forever, it would have been a problem. Tomorrow we have a huge amount of paving to do. We're probably just going to pave all of this 2 blocks down. And it's going to be a big gig. And then we're going to work on venting. We're going to work on benzene. And hopefully that's going to be all the chores tomorrow. That's already more than enough. That's going to take me an hour to do, to get all of these things properly in. But in good news, today we finished off the biomall. It's making everything that isn't a whale, I believe. And the whale is only not hooked up because we need PySci 2 to make a whale. And that's obviously a bit farther off. We then had a little extra time because we were apparently efficient while doing this, and we made magnetic beads. And that was good. And so outstanding issues right now is we don't have enough iron because we don't have enough xylanol. And we don't have enough blood in general. And we need more phenol. So all those things have to be addressed with more xylanol, more venting for the iron, a phenol from lignin area to address the phenol problem. And then lastly, I'm not sure what I'm doing about blood. I really don't know how that's going to work out in the end. But that's a problem for another day because I'm not using it. And hopefully, after I get all the chores done tomorrow, we'll work on maybe trying to get to nanofibrils, but I don't think we're going to have enough time. I think maybe getting to this far is going to be good enough. And then after that, through there, and then we're really almost done. I'm not even sure we need to do this, making tributyl phosphate. And we have the entire lithium chain to do. But again, I don't think I need to do that. I think that is something that's needed for prod psi, and it's just available to me right now. So maybe I will just not do that until I have to. I have to make chelators, as I have been corrected. They are chelators for chelation. But there's no guarantee I'm going to remember that or anything else. Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.